Welcome back to Jedi Enclave. I'm Daniel.
I am Chris.
We're two lonely nerds trying to find our way in the universe, and you know what time it is?
Is it story time?
It's Star Wars story time.
Yeah!
We don't have a theme yet, but we'll come up with a little jingle or something.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. This is continuing on the one that we did the last time over a new comic book series coming out by Charles Soule called The Destiny Path. So where we left off the last time, Luke is kind of like
lost,
questioning himself as
unsure if he wants to be a Jedi
he's
anymore.
like, Vader might be my father, and that really fucking sucks. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
The rebels have discovered that they're pretty much completely fucked because the Empire has broken their codes, so they can't even tell each other that the codes are broken without being found.
Yeah. So typical rebellion stuff. They're in trouble.
Yeah. By the way, Han is still frozen in carbonite.
Frozen in carbonite.
We have no idea where.
No one knows where he is. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he could either be at Jabba's or he could be. Like, Boba could be touching him, like, in a dirty fashion. Yeah, we just don't know where he is.
I'm not touching you. Oh, I touched you. Anyway, so those are three big plot threads. Right
so, do you remember how the first issue started? With Lando and Leia arguing?
Yes.
Okay, well, they're arguing again.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So they're arguing. He has this plan. He wants to take the Falcon to Tatooine to check on leads on Han. And Leia's like, okay, I didn't trust you in the first issue. I don't trust you now, and you're kind of sleazy. You're the reason we're in this mess.
Yeah.
And Lando pulls you, well, if you don't want your fucking boyfriend back, then I guess I'll just walk over here. And she's like, okay, you take Chewie with you, go to Tatooine, try to figure out, what you can figure out.
Chewie, if he tries to fuck us over, pull his arms out of his sockets.
Yeah, or worse. Lando kind of brags about his contacts on Tatooine. He's like, I know so many people on Tatooine.
He knows everybody.
Yeah. And Luke's like, that's not a good thing. Like, the people on Tatooine fucking suck.
They'll murder you.
Yeah, and Lando's like, well, you gotta have friends everywhere. And on Tatooine, if the communication breaks down, then everyone dies. And Luke's like, I know, I grew up there. And Lando's like, all right, yeah.
All right, fair.
Yeah, I'll give you this one. So Luke says, Lando, if you find him, we'll stage this rescue at this one place on Tatooine that I know really well. Yeah. And Lando's like, look, Jabba isn't like Jabba the Hutt, isn't like blowing off the Death Star, and you've only got one hand. In Lando fashion. And Luke's like, I don't need two hands, I've got the Force. And Lando's like, so that thing you found out about 4 minutes ago? Yeah, okay, I think we might go with my way.
Good job, Sparky.
Yeah. So he and Chewie leave on their way to Tatooine. So there's a conversation between Leia and Luke. Luke is just super depressed, by the way.
Understandably so.
Right. And it isn't like this, how some of Anakin's bitching from episode 2 is just needless bitching.
Yeah.
Like, Luke's got some pretty serious stuff he's holding on to. Like, he's doesn't have a hand. Mm-hmm. Vader is probably his father, because why the fuck would he lie about it? And so if that's true, that means that he comes from a stock of evil, murderous cyborg robots. Yeah. So he's a little confused about himself. And they portray that confusion really well, because he's not being super emo, like no one likes me.
Yeah.
He seriously is like, I think I'm having a breakdown. This is not going well.
My entire life is kind of fucked up right now.
Yeah. Leia's like, you need to get your hand replaced. And how are you masturbating, by the way? That was your right hand. And Luke's like, well, I mean, there's a surgeon droid. I just haven't really felt myself since Bespin. And she's like, don't worry, you'll always be you. And she walks off, and he's like, thanks for the fucking platitude, Leia. And we cut to Lando and Chewie. They get to Tatooine, and they are immediately caught by the Empire.
They
come out of hyperspace. There's a whole cloud of TIE fighters, and they're like, stop.
Your ship matches the description of something of some wanted criminals, so pull the fuck over.
Yeah, and immediately Lando and Chewie start fighting. So the frame is Lando pointing his finger at Chewie, and Chewie's ready to disembowel him, and in the background through the cockpit windshield you see this cloud of TIE fighters, and they're sitting there bitching at each other, and then all of a sudden all the TIE fighters start exploding. And they stop. They're looking at each other, and they stop, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Did you do that? Yeah, I didn't do that.
And then they're immediately caught by Jabba's guys, who are like, "Fuck the Empire, but we still want you, Han Solo."
Hey, Han Solo, you're wanted by Jabba. Pull over.
They're like, the Imperial fate for you is too kind, so you're gonna come with us. And Lando immediately is like, Okay, so first we're not Han Solo. Understandably, you're pissed at him. He's kind of a dickbag. This is just his ship. I'm also here to talk to Jabba about a big business venture. And he kind of sweet talks him a little bit. He threatens him with torpedoes he doesn't actually have.
But if you come work for me, I'll give you some of the money from this business deal.
Yeah, well, his big idea is, I've got some Tabana gas to sell you from Bespin. What he's hoping they don't realize is that he got kicked out of Bespin like 3 weeks ago. So he's just kind of going with it. So back at the Rebel fleet, or the Rebel cell.
This works, by the way.
Yeah.
And the bounty hunters are like, you know what? We'll take that money.
Yeah. Well, also, they're just like, if he's lying, we'll just have Jabba killed. Like, Jabba will just eat him.
Like, he's going to die anyway.
I mean, he's got a rancor. Like, this works out for us either way.
It's perfect.
So back at the Rebel fleet, or the Rebel cell, Poe's father, Poe Dameron's father, who is
Papa Dameron.
Yeah, Papa Dameron, who is a member of the rebellion, and his mother as well. His father's a soldier. His mom's a pilot.
Yeah.
A damn good pilot, as it turns out. They're kind of like breaking the news to everyone about their codes being broken. And
look, we're completely fucked.
Yeah, it's more or less serves as a previously on Path of Destiny, and he's like, okay, we're in trouble, and Leia's like, look, the way that I see it, we wait around for instructions from Akbar or Amon Mothma if they survived, or we fucking do something about it. What do you want to do?
Let's do something about it.
Well, they didn't. In true comic book fashion, you break to the next Tatooine scene.
Well, of course.
As if we think the rebellion isn't going to be like, we're literally badasses.
I'm kind of tired of this whole rebel thing.
Yeah.
I've got to go wash my hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know how many more Death Stars I can blow up. So back on Tatooine, Lando is kind of asking around about Boba Fett while he's like,
hey, have you seen Boba Fett? Have you seen Boba Fett? Have you seen Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Have I seen Boba Fett?
Yeah. No, I've not seen him. He's like in like Jabba's waiting room, which is like a bar pretty much. And he's asking some people, and they're like, we have not seen Boba Fett. He's not been here. And Lando's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So he's not been here with Han Solo? And they're like, no, why would they be trying to capture you thinking you were Han Solo? And he's like, okay, your point's taken.
All right.
Thanks for it. Yeah. And then fucking head penis guy comes out. Bib Fortuna.
He's a Twi'lek.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Are you saying that they all have head penises?
Do they look like they have head penises? All I'm saying is it looks a little bit like they have head penises.
This sounds a little space racist, Daniel.
He's white. It's fine. I'm kidding. I was being facetious.
Woo!
Yeah. Where was I?
Bib Fortuna
Head
brings
piece.
him in to see
So
Jabba.
yeah, he's like, okay, come on, let's go see Jabba. And Lando gets like halfway through his spiel, and Jabba's like, look, this is bullshit. I know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. You haven't been on Bespin for like 3 weeks, so why shouldn't I just feed you to the Rancor? And Lando's like, okay, you're right. The Empire kicked me off of fucking Bespin, and I was hoping to get your help to get some fighters to go take it back, and I'll give you a real fucking sweet deal on Tabana gas. And Jabba's like, I already have a really good deal on Tabana gas. Like, the Empire is giving it to me for free, just for not like killing the Imperials here, which, by the way, they totally did earlier. Like, they wiped out an entire TIE squadron. Yeah. But anyway, so he's like, I'm fine with like Tabana gas. I've got plenty of it. So again, why shouldn't I throw you into the Rancor? And Lando's like, I know where Han Solo is, kind of. And Jabba's like, Boba Fett has him. I already know.
Yeah, he's
else
on his
got?
way right now.
Yeah. And so Lando's like, fuck. Like, that was all I had. And he's like,
hang on.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with the rebels.
Yep.
They tell me things sometimes. And I can then tell you things that you can then tell to the Empire.
Yeah. Now, it's important to know that Chewie's not in the room.
Right. He's back on the Falcon.
So he doesn't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And, like, sleazy fucking Lando is starting to come out a little bit. Because it seems like he legitimately is like, I'll do it.
I mean, he has the Gamorreans have their axes in his
throat. There's a little drop of blood
coming down.
So back in the fleet, Leia has just asked the rebels, we're going to wait or we're going to do something about it. And we've all been sitting here waiting with bated breath because we have no idea what they say. And they're all like, okay, we're rebels. We'll obviously fight.
All right, I guess we'll do something.
Yeah. And so Leia's like, okay, Papa Dameron, what's your plan? And he says, back in the day of the High Republic, which immediately
casual name drop.
Yeah, my Star Wars antenna was like, they said the word. Oh,
They
God.
said it.
Yeah, he says back in the day of the High Republic, people weren't as settled as they used to be. It kind of is like the Wild West. They built this huge space station at the center of the Dark Zone, whatever the fuck that is. And it sends signals to travelers to help them like navigate and stuff. And he's like, we're going to name our plane after that fucking space station because we're badasses.
All right.
And they're like, what's the space station called? He's like, it's going to be Operation Starlight. Okay. And they're like, okay, great. Sounds good. What is it? And he's like, well, we're going to go do the thing with the space station and,
talk to people.
Yeah, it's going to fix the thing. And they're like, we're really good at finding the thing and fixing the thing. Yeah. So let's do it. Back on Tatooine.
Okay.
Lando has narrowly avoided death by Rancor, gets back onto the Falcon, and he's talking to Chewie, and he's like, I don't know if I'm cut out to be a rebel. And Chewie's like, you don't fucking say. And he's like, can you like drop me off at Bespin or something? Look,
I'll just figure it out myself.
Yeah, I've got friends all over I got friends in every fucking bar in this universe. I got friends everywhere. And Chewie's like, not on this fucking ship, you don't. And he's like, oh,
that hurts.
Yeah, that's rude. And Chewie just like looks at him like,
I don't fucking care.
Yep. So they get back to the rebel cell. Luke is practicing with one of those remotes with his gun, right? Because his lightsaber, of course, has been cut off with his hand. Lando walks up to him and he's like, you really suck left-handed blaster style, by the way. And he's like, look, kid, I got a good idea. I want to get back to Bespin. Like, there's good shit there. I had a lot of fun there. There's a guy named Lobot that I care a whole bunch about. I don't think the rebels are going to let me go unless you go with me. And we pretend like we're on a thing. And Luke's like, I mean, I'm really sad, but why would I do that? And he's like, I know you lost your lightsaber, and I know exactly where it should be, right? And Luke's like, oh, okay, priceless.
I kind of need that,
right? Last frame of the book is this hooded figure with a black glove holding Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber on Bespin. Can't see their face. They look like they're wearing Jedi robes. The end. Now, we posted a picture of that frame to Facebook, and I've seen theories all the way from Mara Jade Skywalker to Mace Windu to Snoke.
Ezra Bridger was one of them.
Yeah. The way that I see it, and we'll know if we're wrong eventually, the thing that's most likely, like the thing that makes the most sense to me is it's a vision of Luke. Because he obviously doesn't find it.
No.
Like we know that he doesn't find it.
But it was found at some point.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that like they never explained how that happened in the sequel trilogy. Like, Han asks Maz Kanata, he's like, where the fuck did you get that lightsaber? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it.
I know a guy.
Yeah. And they're being attacked. So Han's not like, come on. So someone got it at some point. So either it's a vision from Luke, or they're going to go there and they're going to explain how the lightsaber got around.
It was Ezra Bridger. He grabbed the lightsaber and went back into the world between worlds, and like 10, 12 years later, dropped it off with Maz Kanata. There you go. That's my theory.
But that's where we need that tinfoil hat prop.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, because Ezra Bridger's in the rebellion at this point.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he's like one of like the beginner rebel cells. He's like doing rebellion stuff.
Okay.
He never comes in contact with Luke somehow. I don't know. He and Kanan both never come in contact with Luke.
They were just like on opposite sides of the galaxy.
Yeah.
All the time.
I don't think it's Ezra. I'm not even convinced it's anyone we know. It might be a completely new character. If it is someone we know, they might be going
Quinlan
balls.
Voss. Quinlan Voss.
Maybe, yeah. They might be going balls deep in the fan service thing, and they're like, look, it's Mara Jade. And then that's how they bring Mara Jade, into canon, which immediately kind of opens up its own problems, because in the old canon, she and Luke shack up and have a kid. So why in The Last Jedi is Luke, unless she's like killed or something? And see, the other thing is that like the novelization of of The Last Jedi, Luke has this dream of what his life would have been on Tatooine had old Ben not come and found him. And he went on this fucking space adventure looking for this princess in a hologram, this like crazy thing that would, if it happened to anyone else, and he imagined himself there with this woman, and kind of lightly matches the description of Mara Jade, even though a lot of people think that it's the girl from the deleted scenes from A New Hope that he like kind of flirts with or something.
Could be.
Yeah, he's like one of the power converters or something. Yeah. So Mara Jade even is like, that's a far fetched thing. The thing that really gets me is that they're wearing Jedi robes. So my like Quinlan Voss, I think, is a pretty good idea. At this point, I think Jocasta Nu is already dead, long dead. Mm-hmm. That other Zabrak,
like 99.9% of all the Jedi are dead.
Yeah, I think at this point most of the Inquisitors are dead because Vader's just gotten bored with them and it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell. I'm excited to find out. I hope they tell the story of what this lightsaber does.
One thing that really helps the mystery is that the body shape of the person catching the lightsaber is very androgynous. Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking of the chest area in particular. Like
the tits.
The way the robes hang off that area of the body is ambiguous.
Well, aren't Jedi robes designed to do that anyway?
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I think the whole point of them is that they're very plain and they're because they're monks or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to tell. You should let us know in the comments though if you've stuck with this long. Thanks, first of all, we love you guys. Mm-hmm. Second, tell us what you thought of this comic book, who you think this could be, and leave us a comment. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook, where you can find pretty much me yelling at people about Battlefront because I play a lot of Battlefront and memes.
Yeah,
I've been playing KOTOR the last week. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So
how far are you in that?
Korriban.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good part.
Yeah, I've just started stirring up the shit in the Sith Academy where I'm like, this guy, I'm like, that guy doesn't fucking like you, and over here I'm like, that guy doesn't fucking like you, and
then they murder each other.
Yeah, so I'm like doing the total Mean Girls thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So you should check us out there. We also have a podcast that kind of features extended, more fluffy conversations where we just go off on tangents about shit that we like. That's mostly Star Wars, but sometimes it's other stuff. So you should check that out as well. It's on SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We really love the fact that you're interacting with us and that the channel has grown as much as it has. We kind of owe our thanks to you for that, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye, Mom.